Hey folks, if you missed class today or if you missed part of it, you guys will still get credit for doing the work in this Desmos. There's an optional homework assignment that might be helpful for you, but you're cool. So the first screen is just, please check in. How are you doing? Everything is terrible right now. I really hope you enjoyed your spring break. I hope you had a good time. I know the Chauvin trial is happening, and that's a lot. And I know that what happened to Dante Wright is horrific and a lot. So just wanted to give you a space to check in real quick. Let me know if you need anything. Okay, on screen 2, you can see that I've been playing with this today. I don't know why that's flashing green. If it's flashing green for you, I'm sorry. Sorry, so what you're gonna do here is just play with it. Like if you wanna make a polygon, make a polygon. If you wanna measure an angle, try measuring an angle. It gives you instructions over here for what you're supposed to do. So this says choose one point or a leg. So I'm gonna pick that leg. Then, oh, come on. Choose a point, click. Choose a vertex, which is like a point, and then choose another leg, and then boom, you have that angle measured. And what's nice is that as you move it around then, you also get to see that angle change and adjust as necessary. We're gonna play with these tools on the next couple screens, but feel free, this is just your like play around screen. Here's where I gave a lesson, and here are the things that I taught during that specific lesson. We worked on parallel lines. Those are lines that will always match each other in slope, or they will never touch. So the way that you do that is you start by making a line, and then click on More Tools and click Parallel Line. This is super distracting, and I'm going to get rid of it because it's flashing green on my side. I don't know why. So you just have to listen to me. Sorry, so More Tools, click on Parallel Line. So I clicked on Parallel Line. Click on a line to set the slope. So I clicked on that line. And notice now it's giving me this gray line that should be parallel, and you can click anywhere you want. When you then go back to your select tool, you should be able to move any of these points around and have them still be parallel, and the lines will never touch unless you make them the same line. That's the only time when they're actually touching. Otherwise, they will never touch each other. The other thing I wanted, so these are parallel lines, like right here. Perpendicular lines are lines that make a 90-degree angle. So if I click on that, it says choose a line. So I'm going to pick on that one. And then choose a point to set its location. So I set it there. And then I'm also going to select this, make it orange, just so we can kind of talk about the blue lines and the orange line. And now notice when I move these around, the blue and the orange lines are always perpendicular. And when I say perpendicular, I mean that the angle that is created by those lines is always 90 degrees. It doesn't matter which of these angles you measure, it's going to be 90 and it's going to stay 90 no matter what. That is different. Lots of people are always really tempted to say like, I'm just going to, boom, 90. And then they find that they have not actually a 90-degree angle. So this one, notice it's 88. And even if you get it to be 90, right? If I'm like real picky and I move this, oh, I guess I got to move this one. There we go. I move that. I'm like, ha, look, it's 90. Notice these two that I'm going to also make orange. Those orange angles are not going to change. This black angle is going to change. So when I move these, there we go. Notice the orange ones are always still 90 and the black one is changing because I didn't actually construct it to always be like that. Okay, screen 4, I said make a right triangle. The way that you're going to do that is start with a segment or a line. Then you want a perpendicular line, so you can definitely always have that 90-degree angle. And then you just want another one. And this is good because now you'll notice if I measure, that's 90 degrees, and it doesn't matter how I might change the rest of it. I can change and move the rest of it, and it will always still be 90 degrees. If you try to just be like, that looks good, like that one's definitely 90, you're probably going to be wrong. And when I move it around, even if I got it to be 90, did I get it? It's short, shy. Okay, now it's 90. You're like, yay, I did it. But when I move it around, it changes. The goal is that when you move it around, it does not change. So that's your right angle. This is good. This one, not so good. Screen 5, you're going to make a rectangle. And the way to make a rectangle is you're going to start with a line. I would then make a parallel line. And then you need 2 perpendicular lines. And you could do that in a couple different ways. You could just say, give me a perpendicular line and give me another perpendicular line. Or you could get this line right here, which is orange. You could say, now I just need a parallel line to that. And now these 2 orange lines are going to make a 90-degree angle. And again, notice I'm getting 90 degrees no matter what I do. And I could measure those other 2 angles. You'd still get 90. And when I move it around, it's still 90. So this in here is a rectangle no matter what I do. And that's kind of what our goal is today, is to be able to change it so that no matter how I adjust it, it always stays what it is. That's a construction, which is different than just like a drawing. On screen 6, what I asked you guys to do when you guys get here, you're going to see this. And I said, connect your new points to points A and C. So you're going to add a 4th point. The way to do that is you got to click on this like little up here. And that will let you add another point to the circle. And what I did was I just then clicked on that. I made it orange and I labeled it new point. You don't have to, but you can. And then clicked back on cancel, go back here, and I want segment because it says connect your new points to A and C. And what I want you to notice is what happens when I move that new point around the circle. And specifically, what do I notice about that angle? So this angle right here. What do I notice as I'm going through there? And notice it's never changing. It's staying 90 no matter what I do. So that is probably what I would type over here. Please make sure that you add something like, I notice that the angle is always never. Screen 7, you now have this movable point. And what I want you guys to do is know, when is that angle, this black angle that's connected to that orange point, when is angle ADC less than 90 degrees and when is it more than 90 degrees? So I'm moving it around, it's more right now, it's more, if I put it right on there, it's gonna be 90. And so how would you describe that? Type something over here, give me some information. And then screen 8, this was mostly for people who were in class. I wanted to see how people could feel about that, but by all means, jump in there, let me know overall how this was, how the math was, and how you're feeling. If you're feeling great, move it all the way over here. If you're feeling terrible, move it over there. And then if there's anything else you need to tell me, let me know how I can help.